Republican voters are going to blame Democrats for this. It doesn't matter that that doesn't make sense. It doesn't matter that the entire thing from the beginning was the Republican Party's idea. It doesn't matter that every single Democrat in Congress is voting against this bill. It doesn't matter that Trump keeps coming on Truth Social and talking about how great the bill is going to be and how important it is that it gets passed before the 4th of July. In conservative people's brains, everything bad is because Democrats. It doesn't matter that that doesn't make sense. They will engineer some insane explanation for why this bill is the Democrats' fault. This bill would not be happening if Harris was the president. That's a fact. That's not an opinion. You don't get to disagree with that any more than you get to disagree with the statement like your hair will get wet if you go outside without a hat when it's raining. And if you point that out to them, if you point that out to a conservative person, they'll say, yeah, but if Harris was the president, then some other thing would happen. And it either will be something completely made up that doesn't make any sense and there's no reason to think that it would be happening, or it'd be something that's so minusculely bad in comparison to this bill. So there will be no consequences. There will be no electoral consequences because everyone who is a Republican is out of their fucking minds. And most of these provisions don't even go into play for another 2-3 years. And by that time, everyone will have forgotten that this even happened, right? Everyone will have forgotten this week. So it doesn't matter that it doesn't make sense. If one of my neighbors here, if he loses half of his Medicaid benefits, he'll say that this is why we need to re-elect Trump for a third term, because the government takes away my health insurance. Trump is in charge of the government. I don't know how this is complicated for you to understand. I know it's not that you don't understand. It's that you don't want to understand because you don't want to grow up because you're a Peter Pan boy. If a hospital nearby me, there's only one hospital, Springville Hospital, if that hospital closes one of its wings or one of its departments or something like that, one of my neighbors will say that it's because Mom Donnie won the primary in New York City. Doesn't matter that it doesn't make sense.